Okay, let's get into my girl Monique, Sydney, Jason Lee, and also D.L Hughley. Okay, so I was just, minding my business. I picked up my stone crab. Being a mother at home and stuff. Y'all know I normally do commentary on my way to work or when I get to work. I get to work a couple of minutes early so I can do my commentary. Sometimes I can do it in the afternoon when I'm at home, when it's quiet, but it's give or take. But anyways, I was on social media and I came across some videos of D.L doing a sit-down interview with Jason Lee. Hollywood Unlocked. That's Jason Lee's show. If you want to say podcast, however. I was very surprised because I thought he was going to be over there on Zaddy Vlad T.V. I think he heard the people. He heard us a couple of weeks ago when he, cursed out Monique because she did a sit-down on Club Shay Shay, and he basically reacted to the same thing she's been saying for almost 2 years now, and he cursed her out. He was very disrespectful, degrading her, and people was like, don't go over there and run to Zaddy, white Zaddy Vlad, and cry to him because he always doing sit down, tell it all interviews, degrading and demeaning people on Vlad TV. This is what DL does. Of course, he's getting paid. So I guess he said, you know what, I'm going to just throw the people off and I'm going to go to somebody else's platform and I'm going to talk. So he decided to go to Jason Lee Hollywood Unlocked show. Okay, and he had these dark glasses on, and let me tell you something, I love shades, for many reasons. I like different styles of glasses. I wear them myself. But, when you're having a sit-down interview in Hollywood, it is kind of weird to have on dark shades. I feel like you're trying to hide the truth. You're trying to hide your eyes because people always say, the eyes tell the truth, which I do believe. You can tell how a person eye move and in their eye language that they're full of shit and they're, a liar. And so he had on these dark shades, so that was off-putting because I was reading the comments. That's what I do. When I watch someone's commentary, I read the comments. And he basically, Jason Lee is messy. But this is what he get paid to do. To ask the, interesting questions, the questions that, we want to hear and that we want to know. Even though it's the same regurgitated information that he have already talked about. He told his truth to the whole Monique and Sydney ordeal when it started with his radio morning show, and also the thing at the headlighting the comedy club show. Okay, I just feel like D.L Hughley is very condescending. He kind of didn't want to get into details with it. All he kept saying is the same regurgitated information, such as I made a mistake by saying yes when I should have said no, and he said he believed in her, she had potential. And he wanted to give her a chance when everybody closed the door, which we already know that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? He kept saying he should have said no, but he said yes. He's saying that Monique is problematic. And he brought up the same thing he talked about is her failed Netflix special, saying it was no joke. It was more of a rant. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what really kills me with that whole thing, y'all? I have watched DL do comedy, little clips here and there on social media. I've never been to his comedy show. I would never pay for it. I'm not interested. And like I said, he said he writes his own joke. And it's like, it's maybe some of his jokes he does right. But like I said, DL has been known in his early on career, and he still do it to this day, that he makes jokes off the people that's in the audience. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me. Most of his jokes is basically pandering to the audience by joking, making a still joke about them or what they got on, what they look like. Asking them about questions. It's another comedian that does that too. He's like a heavyset guy. I don't know his name. But I'm like, okay, is that really a joke? You supposed to be entertaining the audience, making them laugh, not joking on the audience. It's kind of it's unbecoming. It's kind of weird to me. I'm not really into comedy like that, but I like to watch comedy shows here and there. But he keep on saying that she has no talent and, she needs to write jokes and, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, personally, and there may be shade, oh well, to the D.L Hughley fans, I feel like he's no better than Monique. I feel like they both in the same boat. I really do. Ain't nobody really hiring and check a few like that, DL. Let's be honest. This is why you always available to do sit-down interviews with Vlad. Your whole comedy career ain't really going nowhere. You say that you done comedy specials, but where are they? Why haven't Netflix reached out to you, DL, for a comedy special? You're saying that Monique basically cried and begged for a comedy special, But my thing is that she was told some fucked up shit and she won a lawsuit behind Netflix being shady. Saying one thing to her in the same breath and doing another. That was a whole ordeal about that. They offered her a Netflix special. She didn't beg them. It's just that they tried her when it came down to paying her. They wanted to pay her crumbs, but told her that she was on the level of Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Even though we know that ain't true, but that came out of Netflix executives' mouth. And she held them accountable for it. And took their ass to court. That was their whole deal. She didn't beg for a Netflix special. They offered her one. That's a difference. I'm just curious if you so good at what you do and you was part of the kings of comedy in the early 2000s and the late 90s. How come your ass wasn't offered a Netflix special? Based on your, you know what I'm saying, comedy history. I'm just saying. Didn't they offer Steve Harvey one? Doesn't Cedric the Entertainer have one? How come they left you out, D.L? You know, he always try to talk down on Monique like he better than her, but in my opinion, you're not. You in the same level. You're not getting work in Hollywood like that either, bitch. I feel like you have no respect to her, respect for her, and I feel like you try to come down on her because, you know what I'm saying, she's a plus-size black woman. She's very strong, and she'll take nobody's shit. She's going to talk her shit like any other person would. And you know you lie. And another thing about, another thing that took me with D.L is when he actually blamed Monique for the whole ordeal with his daughter. Motherfucker, you're the one on your morning show brought this up. Now, you may not have got into great details about it, but you were trying to heal family trauma and by owning your mistakes, which I commend, I respect you for that. But you need to be honest about this. Stop trying to be condescending and manipulative and blaming on Monique because she kind of brought this up to prove her point that you a weak-ass coward man. Because you didn't protect your daughter when you should have. I got what Monique was saying. Maybe she didn't say it the right way. And people felt like she shouldn't have brought up his daughter trauma. Maybe she should not have. But I see the point that she was, you know, that she was getting at. She just kind of, her delivery was kind of wrong. And you kind of like had a moment with that. And people turned against Monique because of that. But I understood what Monique was coming up, where she was coming from when she said that. You want to protect a motherfucking friend over your goddamn own flesh and blood, which is kind of Riri to me. And then you go on Jason Lee and blame Monique for the relationship you and your daughter currently have because of the stuff that she brought up because you put it out here on social media. Now, what would it be any different if this would have been another comedian? He would have gone back and forth. It would have been any difference if Kanye West would have brought this shit up. It would have had the same effect, the same reaction. And y'all know Kanye West don't give a fuck. Ye don't give a fuck what he say. And if he said, he gonna motherfucking mean it. If Kanye West would have said the same thing and was less polite like Monique have been, it would have been no difference. But you got to be careful when you put things out here. And I know he was, you know, being positive and trying to, you know what I'm saying, on what he did. But you put it out here. Be honest. He failed to mention that with Jason Lee. Say he blamed Monique for him and his daughter relationship. Are you fucking serious? And I knew Sydney Hicks and Monique was going to respond. I knew it. And they went on IG Live like they do best. And she was just like, hold on, motherfucker. I'm sick of you. You ain't going to bully me. And it was kind of funny. She was like, call that man out. Call the man that you protecting a friend. He's the reason. Blame him. I knew that was coming. And I was laughing because I said, oh, Lord. She said, put his name out there. What's his name? Why are you protecting him? Blame him. And she's right. You still probably cool with this man to this day after he violated your daughter, which is fucking weird. That shit is sick and sadistic. That you still covering this man and won't name drop his name. And she right. Put his ass out there so we can protect other people's children that he may be affiliated with or close with of another family. It's funny that he don't want to talk about this friend guy of his. They must be really close. Even after the fact he did what he did to his daughter. I will not protect the man. I will not be cool with any friend that did such things to my child. Bitch, I'll be trying to kill you. To be honest. I'll beat the brakes off of you. But it's funny that he's still protecting this man. And Monique, right? And like I said, Monique have every right to respond because guess what? They're going to keep on going back with each other. Because when she said what she said and she was being nice and polite about it on Club Shay Shay, he went out and was cursing at her and disrespecting her, talking about her daddy and all this other stuff. And now he, you know, going and doing an interview with Jason Lee being messy. And he mentions her, you know, without saying her name. Of course she's going to respond. And people tell me, oh, she needs to start responding. This is getting messy. I'm like this. As long as you keep my name in your mouth and I keep your name in my mouth, we're going to keep going back and forth. It's controversial. She get paid, he get paid. I love it. But one thing about it, while he was talking in circles, he had no receipts, no nothing. And you can tell he hate Monique all because she told the truth. All because she told the truth. D.L. Hughley, sit your tired ass down, bitch. You need to go ahead and retire yourself from comedy and everything else. And keep on being, you know, Vlad TV lapdog, okay? When he say sick, come here, sick. I sick you so you can come over here and do this goddamn motherfucking interview to help me, you know what I'm saying, build my channel, give me numbers, and I go ahead and give you $10,000, even though he probably could make $20,000 from the interview that he does with D.L. Vlad TV gonna capitalize. This is why they kind of call Vlad TV a culture vulture, because he's a white, I guess, Jewish man that he, you know, he makes money off of black folks' pain, trauma. He makes money. He's a smart businessman. And like I said, he get our people, and he don't build his whole empire off our people rhetoric and their ignorance, violence, trauma, broken home, generational curse. He make money from anything, any sob sympathy story a black people got, he's going to put on his channel. This is why he got that stigma about him being a culture vulture. But these people that he pay crumbs to, hey, Boosie one of them, hey, they keep him entertained. I'm not mad with Vlad doing what he need to do. If they dumb and stupid enough not to see what's going on, if they like it, I love it. But D.L. Hughley, please. Because Monique gonna get your ass every time. And like I said, I don't blame her. Blame him. Blame your friend. And blame yourself because you brought it on the motherfucking internet. And people are saying she shouldn't have. No, like I said, when you bring stuff on the internet, just know it can always be thrown back in your face. That's why you got to tread lightly. And like I said, I feel like D.L. had good intentions by trying to admit his wrongdoing. But like I said, when you come after people and you talk about people in an ill way, they can use that pain and trauma to, like I said, throw it right in your face. And that's what happened. But Monique was being nice about it because Monique is a victim of rape as well. But I just think it came off, you know what I'm saying, in the wrong way. But like I said, he's going to always have this hole in this broken relationship with his daughter because he brought it, and she got every right to be mad with him because he brought it to his show. People need to stop deflecting and hold D.L. accountable. I said what I said, but I'll catch y'all later.